Good evening, everyone. How you doing? Now, I know I've got a bit of a reputation, but you lot discussing Oxenhorn before I've even started is quite rude. Let's face it. Courtesy of, as usual, Armstrong Powerhouse for the best stuff in this game. I think is going to take us all the way from Carlisle down to Preston. So once again, just building up a bit of hype, bit of interest, ready for the West Coast Mainline Over Shap coming out in TSW5. It's not long now. What date is it today? It's the 11th, isn't it? So we've got 10 days. 10 days, that's all. So, off stream I've been running up and down here quite a bit. I know last time we were on here, I think we ran the 350, didn't we? In this direction actually, but we did stop on the way down to Preston. But this one is going all the way through. I've got it on pause at the moment. I'll unpause it in a sec once I've said a few hellos. Thank you everybody for coming in. We've got 24 viewers in from the start. Thank you very, very much. Do appreciate it. Who've we got? We got Point A Rail. How are you doing? Looking forward to this one. Says Point A Rail. Chris is there. Chris Hickton, how are you? Going to be fun and interesting. That's one way. That's one way to view it, Chris. Definitely. Sai, hello. Michael, how you doing? Good afternoon, Canada. Dave, are we stopping at Oxenham? I've already spoilt it by telling you that. Sheepman, you're watching this while you complete your college work. Well, I hope it's a relaxing stream and I don't put you off your work. Bourbons, how are you doing? Bourbons with his new badge there next to his name. His blue Tintin 57 members badge. Glad you could make this one. Yeah, nice to see you. Train Views, how are you doing? Laserjet, good evening. Who else have we got? We got Jason, how you doing? Kevin, good evening to you. Rude but fair, says Bourbons. The audio keeps cutting out, does it? If it does, let me know. You Oxenhorned that result on Saturday, didn't you? Yes, okay. Yeah, we won't talk about that. The mic is cutting in and out every now and then for you, is it? The audio's good for Kevin. Just let me know. Oh, no audio issues. We'll monitor it as we go. Oh, it's fixed now. I didn't do anything. Southwestern, how you doing? Travelling Heritage, good evening. Gary, how are you? Right. Yes, good thing, Sheepman. Yeah, just close the stream and reopen it. As long as the majority of you are all right and everybody can hear what's going on, then we'll be fine. Right, I'm going to take it off pause, just like that. Hopefully, hang on, I'm doing it again, pressing the wrong monitor. There we go. Let's get the hood back on. So yeah, this is 86210 CIT 75th anniversary. Anybody know who CIT are? Just out of interest, I just wondered. Right, let's get the lights on the outside. They're looking good. We will pop in. Carlisle's looking nice this afternoon. What time is it actually? 17:57 it is. Right, let's see if I can remember how to do this. So we change ends, instrument lights. Then we want to go to... Oh, the master key would be good, wouldn't it? Shift W. That's better. It's nice, it's 86. And again, I'm running the 86 because I've got the AP version. I've only got the DTG version of the 87, so that's why we're not running the 87, because TSW, you're going to get the 87, of course. I think we've got the green light. Let me just have a look. It's difficult to see. Yes, we have. Right, we're off to Preston. Let's see if I can remember how we do it. Brakes off first, I think, is the way forwards. I need to do it with the handle to begin with. Take those down. Tap changer, put it into hold, and then we should Just start flicking it up a little bit. Flicking it up is my technical term for stepping through the taps. There we go. Right, we're underway. Duncan says, "Note to all passengers, this train may not stop at the required stops." Oh, hello from Whiskey Country. Nice, nice. Sure, some people will use the 87 in TSW to make a rail tour formation. I think so. Right, leaving Carlisle. Let's have a quick look outside, shall we? You'll recognise the screenshot is just here. I just ran the very first bit of this before just so I could capture the screenshot. I think I took it about here for the thumbnail, but I didn't run the service. So this is a 1996 scenario. It's one of the AP ones that come with the pack. So I thought we'd run this one. It'll give us a good run all the way down to Preston, and you guys can have yet another look at the West Coast Mail and Over Shap before you get the TSW one. So if you remember the map, when we looked at the map the other week, off to the left there, settled to Carlisle, off to the left, and then going off to the right here is the Cumbrian coast, and I think in the TSW version you can go up there slightly, both sides, but only very slightly, and then I think you go off into the portal. So, you know, one day if we get the Cumbrian coast there, that'll be brilliant, because that's a really nice route. That'd be very scenic in TSW though. Right, what's everybody saying? Evening Dave Melody, how you doing? Audio issues, you're talking too much. Oh, it's still cutting in and out for Si. David Drives, good evening. Yeah, I've not done anything. I've not done anything with the sound, so I hope the sound is actually okay. Right, we do have a neutral section coming up soon. Every time you play this and then you go back again, you have to kind of relearn it a little bit. Southwestern says you want to make a Caledonian sleeper up the West Coast Main Line with the 87. I hope all these liveries start coming out, yeah. In the Creators Club, I'm sure they will. Right, there's the neutral section. Yeah, the power drop. And it'll come back on. There you go, power's back on. Right, so let's go. He says, hang on a sec. It helps if you can see the desk. Let's put it there. I'm getting a hang of it, honest. There we go. There we go. We're running it up. Right, once we're underway, we'll be alright because we're straight through, as I said. Put it in hold. It would help, you know, once TSW comes out and we get the 87, if I can do the tutorial. It's a long time since I've done the tutorial for this one in TS Classic. Oh, look at that, HST. Very nice. Let's run it up a little bit more. Philip, good evening. How you doing? Matthew, how are you? Right, that's better. Coming up to speed. Andrew, how are you? Shortbread Express. The audio's fine in Scotland. That's good. We're heading away from Scotland rapidly, but as long as the audio's good. Which would you prefer, the 87 or the 86? I don't know, to be honest, because I don't know a lot about the differences between the two. I know there's some subtle differences, but does one have more power than another, for example? I don't know yet. I need to look into that. They're very, very similar, aren't they? Dave says the 90s are a lot easier to drive. They are in this. So if that translates to real life, then yeah, I would agree with you. So the tricky thing with this is, so we got to 90 now. The limit's 90. Making it stay at a constant speed is a trick we're all going to have to learn. As you can see, I'm already speeding a little bit. So I'll take some of the power off. Put it back in hold. See if we can keep it around about that. All good, Andrew? Yeah, thank you very much. What's better, the 86 or the 87? You'd say a 101. I don't think we're going to get up to 90 on this main line in a 101 though, that's the problem. We want speed. Although those 101 runs are going to be quite nice going up to Morecambe. If you want to, you know, have a rest from blasting it up the main line, definitely. Peter, good evening. Stop putting TS Classic routes on. If I buy a game at PC, my missus will do things to my bits. Yeah, I know. I know I say it every time, but whoops, I just saw some workmen there at the side. It does look alright, doesn't it, for an old game? But if you've got TS Classic, you must get this Sky Pack from AP. It just brightens up the whole game. We should have looked at the schedule, shouldn't we, really? This is 1v04-1618 Glasgow Central to Bristol Temple Meads. That's a fair old slog, isn't it? Hello, driver. All the post has been loaded up, so as soon as you're ready, well, we're reading this after the horse has bolted, you may get on your way southwards. You're booked away 1801, but feel free to leave early if you have the road. You'll then run non-stop to Preston, where you're scheduled to arrive at 1920. It says, to check on your progress, there are some intermediate book timings. So Penrith is the first one at 1816, Oxenholme 1839, Lancaster 1857. Maximum speed is 100 miles per hour. Right, so 1816 is when we're due at Penrith, so we're best run it up to 100 if we can, because we're way behind probably. The Class 90 is very underrated. That's what you used to drive, Dave, was it? The 90s. On the Great Eastern Main Line. Right, let's get the power down a little bit. If we keep it around the 100. There is a skill to it, there's a definite skill to it, which I haven't quite got yet, but I'm not doing too bad. Just practice, I think. Philip says, do any trains have a cruise control or speed limiter? Not these. I don't think these older ones do. Bit technical for these. Duncan says, I think the 86 was where they got the technology from. The 87 was the refined, finished version. That would make sense. Bring the amps down a little bit because we are going slightly fast. It's dead easy to, when you're using the keyboard, it's dead easy to flick it down into rundown, and then you obviously put it in rundown. It takes the power down to 0, you completely lose all the power, so don't really want to do that. There, see, I flicked it into rundown, so I'll just hold it there. I don't care if we're slightly speeding. Says, how do we get the pack from AP? Just from the website, Si. There's a rumour I hear from the ambassadors that have been playing train sim for quite some time that there'll be another AP sale around Christmas time. I don't know if that's true or not, but if anybody does have any AP stuff they were thinking of buying and you can wait, it might be worth waiting a little bit. Di, thank you for becoming a member. I think you've extended that, haven't you? You've extended. Oh, you've gone to the blue. You've gone to the blue. Thank you very much. That's 2 months, I think. Am I able to hover over that and it tells me? Don't think it does. Thank you very much, though, Si. Much appreciated. Oxenholme at 18:39 and out 3 seconds later without stopping. Definitely, we're not stopping tonight. And what we will have to do though is we'll have to slow down. We can't belt through at 100. Matthew, you've been waiting for a route with Carnforth Steamtown. You love making charter trains for TSW5. Yeah, hopefully the Steamtown can get used with all the steamers we've currently got and the Scotsman, etc. I wonder if there'll be a scenario. Is that a 90? Tell me if that was a 90. I wonder if there'll be a scenario where we can run out of Steamtown and up to Carlisle or down to Preston, etc. That'd be quite good. Yeah, this is the mail train. Yeah. Right, so we're going to start running it down because we are due past Oxenholme anytime. Penrith, I'm sorry, not Oxenholme. I've got Oxenholme on the brain now, thanks to you lot. Start putting a little bit of brake in. I wonder if we'll get Mark 1 and Mark 3 sleeper coaches for Preston Carlisle. Would be good. Eight months until the gold badge. Not far off now, Bourbons. Time flies. Right, neutral section coming up, but we've already got the power on 0, so... Take it you heard about the mail train, the 325. It was withdrawn, was it? I do have the I've got the AP 325 as well. In TS Classic. Quite nice to drive. Are we 2 minutes early? 2 minutes early at Penrith, look. Yeah, 18:16 through Penrith, so we're ahead slightly. This, good evening, how you doing? It was a 90 in the Belgian livery. Oh, that's see, I rely on you guys for the cutting edge train information, because I'm just catching up. I don't know it as well as you guys. See, I come at it from a gaming standpoint and a railway standpoint afterwards, but I do keep trying to learn a little bit more. It's always helpful with the comments on the videos because you guys know lots and lots of stuff about it, so I get quite a bit of knowledge off that. Right, we can build up 95 and 100. We're going via signal CE143. I don't know where that is. It's in just less than 10 miles. Run Zombie, how are you? Yes, you do get neutral sections yet. And we will do as well in the TSW 5 version. Look at this. Rail freight livery. I assume. Unless you guys tell me any different. $19 likes so far, thank you very much. Yeah, if everybody could leave me a like, that'd be brilliant. There's 43 in at the moment. I'd love it if you would hit the button. It makes such a massive difference. Right, coming up to the 100. Let's just run it down slightly. I don't know if the TSW version is going to be a little bit easier than that, but I do keep knocking it into rundown rather than just notching down individual notches. What time were we due through Oxenholme? 18:39. Good evening, Cam. How you doing? Wonder if they'll add the 86 for the TSW route. It's possible, isn't it? We talked about that Loco DLC that they've not announced yet. We don't know what that is. There's a possibility that could be the 86. And if they don't, if that isn't the 86, maybe, you know, they can add the 86 later. We've got a neutral section coming up. Zombie, you asked about neutral sections, so we'll flick the power off for the neutral section. Anybody know? Dave, you'll probably know. What is the distance between the black neutral section warning board and the actual neutral section? Does it have a? Here it comes now. Look. Does it have a? Is there a standard distance between the two boards? Just wonder when you see the black board, how long have you got to get the power off? Because I don't know that. Right, let's not speed too much around this bend. This is the nicest part of the route, which I was saying in the video the other day about the route map. This will be the most scenic part of the route in the TSW version, just in my opinion. Evening, John. How you doing? Welcome in. No, I wasn't. I definitely wasn't driving Peter in 1975. That definitely wasn't me. Zombie's really excited for West Coast Mail Line Over Shap by Just Trains. That's why I can't stop playing this. The chance to actually kind of run it already, you know. And try to get used to the 87. I know we're in the 86, but it drives exactly the same. He'd be driving about 50 years by then. Let's hope it's an 86 or even an 85, says Kevin. They say nothing about 1975. Good evening, Sam. How you doing? It's a 1 mile warning to the section. Thank you, Dave. It seems quicker than a mile, doesn't it? It does to me. It does at this speed, anyway. And there's no advanced warning boards on the ECML. That's interesting, isn't it? I guess you guys going up and down though all day, every day, will soon learn exactly you don't need the boards as such. It's us occasional train simmers that definitely need the boards. And it's definitely not long to go, Sam. You're exactly right. Hype's going and going. How many videos did I do last week? I'm sorry about that. I am getting pretty hyped about it. Can't wait till it comes out. I did say to you guys as well that tonight I was hoping to play the MBTA. Oh, hang on a minute. The signal ahead is displaying an incorrect aspect. Treat it as a green. Okay, good. Yeah, I was going to run the MBTA tonight on TSW, but there's no early access this time for the ambassadors. I'm not sure why. So I won't get that until the public release tomorrow. So, which is a bit disappointing because I hope to run it tonight for you guys, but this is a good alternative. Right, press tab. Approved. Okay. This is Shap Summit. You'll be getting used to this, doing some freight up here in a week or so's time. Over on the left hand side here you'll see the Shap Summit board. Right, I don't like this. That is not a spad. We're allowed. We're allowed. I don't like it though. I bet as a real driver, if you have to do that, it seems very strange doing that. Here's the Shap Summit board over here. That was in the screenshots last week, wasn't it? But hopefully the signals are all good. Let's just check again. Oxenholme 1839. So we're on 1825 at the moment. We got 58 miles to Preston. Downhill now, down the other side of Shap. Hey Lucas, how you doing? What console do I play this on? This isn't on console, this one. This is PC. Train Simulator Classics only on PC. Yeah, preview stream. Yeah, good point, Sam. In case you didn't see it today, the preview stream from Dovetail and Just Trains is this Thursday, the 14th. So if you wanna have your first look at the TSW version, 7 o'clock UK time on Thursday. Quite looking forward to that. I'm hoping it's a match special where he does, you know, like 3.5 hours and kind of shows us everything, because I will really look forward to that. I might even swap my cup of tea for a beer that night. And why not? I'd probably spad less if I had a beer, to be honest. What I will do is save as we go, just in case of any anomalies, let's say. KH, how are you? A bit rough, yeah. Hype for the new route coming out. Excellent. Excellent. Ah, Kevin, yeah, I forgot you drove on this line. You did. And you only drove the diesels. That's going to be strange for you then next week, isn't it, going back to that? In TSW. We'll have a little bit of break because we're not meant to go over 100, so... I don't know if they have banking trains actually. That's a good question. Somebody else asked me that as well, and I didn't know the answer. Ah, happy birthday tomorrow, Sam. Streams always end up going downhill. That is very true. That is very true. Nick, how are you? The hype for the West Coast Main Line to Carlisle under 5th Circle 11 branch update coming soon. Forgot about Seducing. Yeah, what's happened with the 11 branch? Or Leven branch? I've been calling it Leven because of Cumbrian Coast, Leven's Viaduct, etc. But it's Leven, isn't it? I think it's Leven. Streaming drunk is hilarious. It doesn't quite work with trains though, Stace. You've got to be able to look at the signals and press the buttons and do all sorts. Another neutral section, but with no power applied at the moment, so we're good. Evening, Peter. Late on parade, finish work later today. Like button already clicked. There's the man. There he is. Thank you very much. Right, we'll apply a little bit more power. I don't know who it was, but actually, thank you to whoever it was that commentated after the last time we ran this to tell me, because I wasn't aware. So I'm always, when I'm applying the power, I'm looking at the amps there to make sure that we don't go into the red as we're applying power. That makes a lot of sense. But then there's this over here, which I think is the... Is that like the tractive effort or something? This dial? I don't know the exact name for it. But I think last time I drove this on stream, I cut the power for a neutral section. And after we'd gone over it, I tried to apply the power again. Once the power had come back, I tried to apply it. And it wasn't doing it. And I don't know if you remember, I was fiddling with the pantograph thinking that the pantograph had dropped or something and it wasn't taking power. But then the commentator, whoever it was, told me that this, you know, the run, when you do the rundown, this starts to also drop. So this has to get to 0. You drop the power on the tap changer. And let me just do that now. Drop the power on the tap changer. And then, can you see it's coming down when you drop the power? That goes to 0, then you go over the neutral section, and once that's at 0, you can apply power again. If you don't, it doesn't take power. And I didn't know that, so I must have been lucky previously. See, it's gone down to the bottom again now, so I can apply the power. Now I've butchered the official term for that procedure, but hopefully you understand what it is I mean there. And the speed is not good. Told you it's difficult to talk and explain something while driving the train. We'll get there. There you go. We've recovered. That's why career scenarios on Train Simulator are really difficult, because if you do something slightly wrong, you lose all your points, you just completely fail. It's not really that much fun, to be honest. Good evening, Sophie. Yeah, road maps tomorrow. Yeah, Richie, how you doing? Thanks, Sheepman. Take it easy. It's whatever you want to call it, yeah. KH did an Oxenome today on Doncaster to Peterborough. Hey, we've all done it. It might not be called Oxenome, but we've all done it. Are the 2 ammeters for the same loco? Yes, they are, yeah. We should be coming up at Oxenome any minute. I'm good, Sophie, thank you very much. Hope you will. I'm going to put it in run up, being as we're already at 64 miles per hour. An Oxenome to you, Richie, is any station that trains call that. Hey, you're not that bad. I've seen you driving, you're not that bad. We all get 1 or 2, it's just that mine are always when I'm streaming. I've got a reputation now. Or I should say I've got a reputation to maintain. Will the engine overload? It overloads on this, so I assume it will do the same thing in the TSW version. I was looking around today because I knew I wouldn't get the MBTA earlier on today, so I thought, right, we'll do some Train Sim Classic, being as we did TSW on. It was Saturday, wasn't it? We did TSW, and I was looking around at all the different routes I've got, etc. And I ended up coming back to this one again because I thought, well, it's kind of like thing of the moment, isn't it? At this time, so we might as well play it sort of one last time before we get our hands on the TSW version. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. You don't mind us coming back to the West Coast Main Line. You're going to be playing it a lot over the next few weeks and months. Keep my eye on the braking. He's being a coward and doing a straight run to Preston. Oh, that I can't. I can only choose the services that I've not run yet. And this is a parcels train, you know. It's the mail train, bringing all the important stuff from north down south. Not really down south. It's down south compared to Carlisle, isn't it? Nick, you did the route. Oh, you did the route with the Climate Hero 66. Yeah, you got that, didn't you? That you were streaming on Saturday and managed not to spad. Most enjoyable run, to be fair, and you did have your full attention. Yeah, you need your attention. It is difficult. Graphics look wicked. It does look good. It is a nice looking game for its age. Albeit that it's, you know, it's been a bit tightened up by AP over the standard version, but still, you know. I think it was British Ace who said to me when I first picked it up, he said, if you're going to buy anything from AP, get the he said get the track pack. We got the track pack running now, so the sleepers are a bit more pronounced and the track looks a little bit more realistic than the standard version. And he said get the signals and get the sky pack. So I got those three, and it made a massive difference. Like I said, the sky pack, as well as the sky looking really nice, it actually brightened the whole game. It lit it up. That's why it looks so good. I haven't. These are the standard trees, by the way. I haven't. There is a tree pack which I haven't got, and this is Oxenholme, everybody. Stand by. This is a legit passing through of Oxenholme. I think the same people are still sat there that were there the other week, you know. That's still waiting for me. But yeah, if you do get any stuff from AP, I would say in order, get the sky pack first. It's a massive difference. Oh yeah, I joined the other week when you're eating pizza, Richie. Yeah, yeah. I don't know how you eat pizza and drive the train. I had this vision of you with a pizza hanging out the corner of your mouth like someone smoking a cigarette, you know. You did well with a pizza. Granddaughter Isma, how are you doing? I think you Oxenholme as well last night. I love it. I like it when it's not just me. That just shows we're all human. Towards one of the stations towards Ormskirk. There's a few of those stations towards Ormskirk that are on a straight line, if you know what I mean. Those are the ones that I struggle with because you've got less of a reference point. You've no curves that are going to indicate where the station is, and unless you know the route inside out, then it can be a bit difficult. Train views, how you doing? You saw 866s the weekend just gone. Wow. There's a few of them about, isn't there? Peter did an Oxenholme at Acton Bridge. Hadn't been on Spirit of Steam for a while. Forgot how rubbish the brakes are on a Jubilee with 10 Mark 1s. I'm glad in a way I'm glad you're all Oxenholme. I mean, I don't feel as singled out. I'm also glad we've coined the phrase Oxenholme as well. I think it's a very apt and scenic place, Oxenholme, with the Windermere branch there, and it's especially more apt because the TSW5 version of Oxenholme is going to come out in 10 days, so you'll never be able to forget Oxenholme. Right, we'll put a bit of power in, or else we're not going to be on time for the next station. Just running it up, put it back to hold, just let it settle down a little bit. You held onto your seat as you passed Oxenholme. So did everybody that's on this train, even though it's probably only railway staff. They didn't know whether they were going to get through or not. Trademark Oxenholme. Should get some t-shirts, something with Oxenholme on there. James Simulator Driver, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning to you. Duncan says, not gonna lie, when I first started playing TSW a few years ago, I did play just the West Somerset because it's near impossible to overshoot, going 15 to 25 miles per hour. A good training route you're advising there. Quite nice West Somerset with the steam trains actually. The 47's nice on there, and if you stick something like the 150 on there as well, that's quite good. Any of those DMUs. Let's just check when we are due through Lancaster. 1857. Do we terminate in Preston, or will the mail end up in the River Wire? Well, we're meant to terminate in Preston. Terminate might be the right word as well if we don't pay attention to that final signal. What are 4 and 1s then, Dave? Go on, tell me what a 4 and 1 is. I feel there's some railway speak coming up. Thanks again, everyone, for coming in. We've got 55 in. Wow, that's great. Wait till we get our hands on the TSW version. That's going to be pretty good. Keep flicking it into rundown and even off. Going to need some practice there. 4-1 is a discipline notice. Oh wow. Yeah, you can get some Tintin 57 4-1s then. Yeah. If there's any left after they've been issued to me, that is. That was a double yellow just then, briefly. You feel that the ATS route is just around the corner. Well, the road map is tomorrow night, as we know, so maybe there'll be a bit more information on that. I don't know. This is us approaching Coinford, so we're not far now from Lancaster at all. Yeah, Sai's got the new shiny badge look, yeah. That's the, I think that's the 2-month membership badge, I think, the blue one. I've put these badges on and I can't even remember which colour's which. I have to look at the list. They look good though. The blue one looks especially good. And Boybens is going for his gold. Boybens is 16 months. That's Coinford Station there on the right. Steamtown further over to the right. Got some freight action there with a 31. I'm not even reading that comment there, Jason, about the blue. Don't wind me up. Right, this is Hest Bank crossing coming up. And this is, over on this side, is Morecambe Bay. Over there. How did I get the wipers going? What's going on there with that? I didn't miss that. I think I missed the alarm now doing that. The wipers have completely put me off. And given me a... Let's just see. Can I... Do I need to come to a complete stop? Probably. Fancy getting outdone by the wipers. Shift V is the wipers, I think. Okay. Right, well. What do I need to do to recover? I think I'll just let the brakes go off. I think they're coming off. There's another thing that we'll have to learn as well for a few days' time. How to recover from emergency stop. Because again, although this is the 86, I'm going to assume that the procedures are exactly the same for the 87. I must have flicked the V key by accident and put the wipers on. But it's fine. Oh, that's true, that Stace. Yeah, they did suspend it, you're right. They did. The little tinkers. And it was all a big mistake as well. Lancaster was 18:57, so we got 6 minutes. We should easily do that. Broke the train. It's alright breaking the train as long as you know how to fix it. Thing is, right, was that windscreen wiper there to begin with, or was it parked? Oh, I see. There you go. You can slide it across. That's what we want. Blame the wipers. It legit put me off big time. Yeah, Oxford on my sister we've now Hest banked. It doesn't sound the same, does it, that? Hest banked. Doesn't tapping it like that doesn't always accelerate it how you want. Whereas running it up does. I guess the tapping, you can run it up and then the tapping's just small adjustments after that. It's probably the best way. There's the spur off to Morecambe from the north side. So you'll be able to... Oh, straight over the neutral section, look. With the power on as well. Let's just have a look at the pantographs. The pantograph's still up. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to follow the guy's advice and wait for this to come down and see what happens. Once that gets to 0. Let's see if it takes power now. And it does, look at that. Right, so that's handy to know. Lancaster's just ahead. It's a changing YouTube banner. It's a picture of Auction Home Station. That'd be quite funny, that, wouldn't it? I think if Stace ever becomes a member again, I think it picks up from where she left off, you know. She could jump ahead of your Bourbons. That's the problem you've got. I think it adds it up. And it says something like... It says something like rejoined. What a S-banker. There's a good slogan for a t-shirt there. Oh no, he's done it again. What a S-banker. Right, through Lancaster we go. Over the River Loon. Done it again, look. It's because it's right next to the horn key. That's frustrating. Anyway, I know how to recover. I'm not bothered about the emergency brake, it's how to recover from a dodgy windscreen wiper that you need to know about. Right, next stop Preston. Sign went from no badge to blue badge. Yeah, that's because he rejoined, yeah. That's because he rejoined. Because he had been a member before and rejoined, you're right. Right, we can give it some beans for this last 20 miles. Animal, how are you doing? Louis Trains, welcome, welcome, welcome. Next stop, hopefully, Preston. Yeah. You'd think the amount of times I've been in and out of Preston, I should be able to anticipate the stopping distances, etc. What's all this yellow light business that we've got going on? Might rejoin. Do it. Do it. You can always unjoin if it doesn't give you the badge. Right, double yellow. We'll just take it easy. This is Goldgate, by the way. Little village between Lancaster and Gorstein. Quite a nice little place. How you doing anyway, Animal? You alright? There's no talk of 50s tonight, so don't worry. A stopping distance of about 3 working days to get it right. Wait till you play this in TSW5. I want to hear all about it. I want to know how you've mastered the 87. Or not, as the case may be. You might thank me for some of these streams, you know, when you've had an early look. An early look at how to butcher it anyway, so you can do it the right way at least. No 50s and biscuits. Oh, you're still working, animal. KH, don't you start winding him up, asking for a 50 on Preston to Carlisle. He doesn't need your encouragement. Let's see if this next one's a green. I think it's a yellow. I can see it already. So maybe we're a little bit early. Peter, thank you very much for that membership. Do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much for that. Welcome to the club. GG's everybody for Peter there. Just turned green. You guys that are members as well, if you look on the channel page, if you just go to the channel, the top level of the channel, you should be able to see your badges at the top. I put in the featured section, so I think it's just under the banner. You'll be able to see your YouTube badge there in the members section. 3-in-1 stream record, yeah, absolutely. It's really good of you guys, honestly, it is. As long as we're all having fun, that's the main thing, isn't it? Still got yellows. It's nice not being part of the club, says this. And you're a part of the club for so long as well. I think just talking about the Class 50, obviously we haven't got a Class 50 for TSW. I've got in TS Classic, I've got the bog standard Class 50, the DTG Class 50. But what I'm going to do, it's on my wish list at AP, so if they do have the sale, because it's not an enhancement pack, it's an actual low-core DLC. So I think if there's a sale on at Christmas, I'll pick it up, and then we'll do a few of these streams where we mix it up a bit, and I'll use the AP 50 because it'll be a little bit better. Right, let's run it up a bit. Now we've got greens. Time we due at Preston. Doesn't say. Oh yeah, it does, of course it does, it's right in front of me. 1920. And at the moment we're due in at 1916, so we always have fun in a Tintin stream, says Richie. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Be nice driving a pair of Class 50s over Shap. It would. It would. Yes, it definitely would. It's fairly high up the wish list, Animal. It is. It's been there for a while, yeah. $11 miles to go, and we're back on the yellows again. Look. Briefly. So, talking about TSW and the MBTA, I have been sent it in the last hour, I think. so I can't show it you until the public release. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to do it tomorrow, but at some point this week we'll do it. So many of you have got your hands on it by then, but we'll have a look at it later this week. Not to jump the gun, says Sam, but hope JT have another route in the works. If they haven't got one in the works, then probably when this next one comes out and they see how popular it's probably going to be, because I'm going to hazard a guess just by looking on the channel and all the positive comments that come through in the videos. I'm going to say that it's going to do really, really well. Everyone's expecting another Blackpool Branches, but longer, same quality, if not a bit better. So I think if they haven't already started on the next one, they certainly will. They certainly will straight away after that. It takes a lot to offend her, I think, KH. I forgot about that animal. Oh dear me. And by the way, animal, yes, the class 50 is quite high on the list. It is quite high up. First or second on the list, if I remember correctly. They are coming in slow. 6 miles to go. Sam says, think ATS will have the same level of detail with routes going forward and just be as popular as JT. Let's see. Yeah, we haven't seen anything yet from them, have we? So this will be the first one. I think ATS and everybody else actually will have paid attention to how JT did with Blackpool Branches, and you know, will want to follow suit, definitely, quality wise, etc. You think JT will be working on the settled Carlisle 1980s? Could be, could be. Is there no more traffic on this line? There's been a few things come past us, KH, just then. Was that the I was looking the other way, but was that a 156 I think that went past? $70 watching. Thank you very much everybody for coming in, honestly. I think 70 could be, it could actually be a new record. So yeah, thank you very much just for coming in. I do appreciate it. Just trying to get to Preston in one piece now. We've got a green, so let's amp it up until we see the yellows again. And as soon as I say that, the yellows are back. It's fine because we're nearly at Preston. Oh, it did it 74. Oh, excellent. I didn't see that. I'm actually quite pleased in a way that I know most of you play TSW, but I'm quite pleased that you also don't mind watching the Train Sim Classic as well, because I think, me personally, I quite enjoy both, because there's so many other different places we can go to in Train Sim Classic as well. I like mixing it up a little bit, so it's great that you guys also don't mind watching it. So I think we'll keep doing bits of both. Then we got plenty we can cover then. You might have to close the. Have you got it full screen, KH? If you've got it full screen, then. Right, that's not my red, is it? That's the Ox. Is this Ox Haze sided? Here's my old school over here on the right hand side. That's meant to be a church though. It looks more like a leisure centre. I'm interested to see what the Just Trains version looks like of the scenery, because obviously that bridge behind me, that bridge was where I did that video of. Do you remember the one where I went and stood on the bridge and we had to look back towards Preston Station? That was the actual bridge there, so I know this area quite well. But I'm thinking the JT version's going to be a lot more detailed. I think I put it in emergency then, didn't I? It's alright, brakes are releasing. Getting tetchy now because we're near the station. And we'll just cruise in. We do have a 25 coming up. Yeah, give it a go, Richie. Yeah, exactly. It's worth doing. And there's some very long routes as well. So you know, a lot of us, including me, you know, West Coast Mainline Over Shap by Just Trains excluded. In TSW, I wish there was a lot more longer routes, and of course you get that. With TS Classic, there's a lot of very long routes, some of them several hours. So it's worth, you know, it's worth going into it. Can cost you a fortune, but just start with the bits that you need, really. Grand Autismo, you've got 2 Japanese routes. I haven't got the Tadami line actually. And that's another one that's coming out, isn't it, in TSW soon? I say soon. I don't think we've got a date for it yet. Duncan, you've been on TSC for years. Excellent, excellent. Started off with Microsoft Train Simulator. I think I played that one time a long time ago. North Wales Coast is definitely a nice route, yeah. Right, so this is a parcels platform. Over on the left, the platform 1, where you will have left to do Blackpool South or Blackpool North in TSW5 quite a bit. I think normally there's a static 47 or something over on this side in TSW. That was nice on the other platform. There we go, the Law Society. That's nice. We're going to have to take that for a blast up here as well at some point. Good work, driver. That's you done for now. The Mark 1 BGs will now be loaded up with more post for transportation south. And that's our scenario from Carlisle down to Preston. It was the Glasgow Central to Bristol Temple Meads service. Signal passed at danger. Spad once. When did we spad? It must be counting the one that we were allowed to tab through, I think, because we definitely didn't. We definitely didn't spad. So yeah, so that's it for tonight. Thank you everybody for coming in. We've got 83 at the moment. 83 people. Thank you so much for coming in. Please, before you go, do leave me a like if you don't mind. That will get me noticed here, there, and everywhere a little bit. But thanks again for coming in. We'll be back this week with the MBTA commuter in TSW5 as soon as I can arrange it. We'll do it one night this week. And then we're preparing for the big one, West Coast Main Line Over Shap by Just Trains. Don't forget, the preview stream on Dovetail's channel is this Thursday, 7 PM UK time. If you want to come and have a look at that, I'll be sat there with my feet up, so I'll probably see you all in chat. And yeah, thanks once again. Take it easy, and I'll see you on the next one. All the best.